In this video series, I'm going to be concentrating on promoting this site using press releases. You'll see how I write the press release and how I research specifically for this site. Okay, so what this is it's free stuff for Canadians and the USA, but the title of this site is Free for Canadians, and also the domain name is freeforcanadians.com. Okay, so that's really where it is targeted, but I also included the USA because it is a big market and we will get a lot of traffic from the USA, so there's no point sending them all away. We need to include them in here as well. Okay, so first of all, of course, you're going to have to know what site you're promoting before you can research it. Now, this is my own site, but that doesn't matter. It can be any site you want. It could be an affiliate site that you are going to write a press release on and use a masked affiliate link within your text to send people there. Doesn't matter what site it is, you just need to do the research properly. Okay, so research starts with keyword research. First, we need to make sure that we're getting a good number of searches. We're not really worried about competition with this because the way we're going to do this is going to pretty much guarantee us a top spot for an amount of time. Now, press releases do not stay at the top of the search engines for a long time. It could be just a few hours, it could be a couple of days, but normally they drop off into lower parts of the search engines, but that's okay, you still get backlinks. So writing more press releases is a good thing to do every once in a while. But what we're concentrating on is traffic fast to our website, and that's exactly what happens. Okay, so first of all, let's go to the Google Keyword Tool, keeping in mind our subject matter. Okay, so right at the top here, let's start just with free stuff as our broadest keyword here, our key phrase. Let's search. Okay, now look what's come up first here, Canadian free stuff. This is showing us that there are 5,400 monthly global searches. So that's a good amount of traffic. So we know that we are on to something here. So let's click on that. This takes us to the Google search results where we can see what our competition is in the search engines. Now, if we look 3 down here, Canadian free stuff. Coming soon. That's all that's on this site. Let's have a look. Okay, so see, this is rank number 3. It should be really easy to knock that one off. Okay, so we are definitely going to have Canadian free stuff in our press release. Okay, now let's go to news. Okay, now look what's first here. Nothing to do with Canadian free stuff. None of these do. Okay, so we know that our press release, when it hits Google, is going to be right at the top. Okay, so this is how we're going to get a lot of traffic. So keyword research is really important. Now, we stumbled upon this one right away, and we know that we're going to use this just because it is easy to rank with. So what we'll do is I'll just copy this keyword, and I'm just going to put it in my keyword list, and I'm going to do a little bit more research. Now, doing a little more research here, I have free stuff for Canadians. Now, that is the title tag on my website, so I want to just see what kind of competition we have here. So, if we look across here, we get about 1,300 monthly searches, so it's certainly not as many searches available to us. Okay, so let's go and over here do free stuff for Canadians. And if we look at the competition, we'll see that there aren't really any weak sites here. However, you notice that up near the top, we see free stuff for Canadians right at the beginning of the title, and it's sitting up top. So that gives us a chance to bump out one of these up here because we have the main key phrase right in our title and of our press release. And we will also have it on our title tag on our website. So it gives a good chance of ranking here. Now, let's go to news. And again, there is nothing to do with free stuff for Canadians in here. So we should be able to rank right at the top of the news results when we post our press release and it gets crawled by Google. So that's going to help us a lot in the search results when we get to the top of the news. We're also going to get into near the top of here, just because that's the way Google works. Now, let's not overlook Yahoo, because Yahoo is also a significant source of traffic. Okay, so again, free stuff for Canadians. Now, these are sponsored links, so you could ignore those. Notice when we go down, there's one result with the whole title in the tagline. And if you look here, the domain name is Freemania, but we have a domain name called freestuffforcanadians.com. So that is also going to help in the search engine rankings. Okay, after that, we don't have anything specific for that particular key phrase. So it should be easy to get above this result or at least underneath it. Now, let's go and look at news. Okay, now again, if you look in here, you'll notice that none of these have anything to do with free stuff for Canadians, which is what our site is on. Only the sponsored links at the bottom. So it should be really easy to rank in the top here as well. Don't forget Bing. Bing is also a big player in the search engine market. In fact, it's getting bigger than Yahoo. Okay, so again, we put in our key phrase here, and we have a look at the results. The same rules apply here. We have the sponsored links, ignore that. Okay, we have Canadian free stuff. Free stuff for Canadians is in the title here. And then more title tags that aren't quite on the money. Okay, so it should be easy again to get at or near the top of these. Okay, news. And then again, you see that there's nothing to do with free stuff for Canadians in here. So it's going to be easy to get right on the top of the news results. Okay, so that really concludes the research phase of our project. Now, the reason I went with free stuff for Canadians instead of the higher traffic key phrase that is Canadian free stuff is really, how are you going to put that in a sentence? It's pretty tough. You need to have a key phrase that at least makes sense in a sentence. Now, so we could put free stuff for Canadians. It's almost the same thing here, and we are going to get the search results as if we keyed this in. So it's going to work out anyways. Okay, so now what we're going to do in the next video is we're going to go over how to properly format a press release.